Here we go. I think this is going to be it. Wait, what?
We are ready to begin the moot. We were only waiting for your return, once and future king. You were strong enough to walk the king's thread, and you conquered it. What is your will, my king? What decision have you made regarding the giants?
The giants will support your war. They will lead the Dalrita tribes
Glory
against
be to
Camelot.
you, once and future king. Fame and honor to you for all time. Thanks to you, Camelot will fall, and with it, the dead laws and the suppression of the Dalrita tribes. Thank you, my king, for your intervention. I, the voice of the Dalrita tribes, accept your decision with humility and gratitude. But
When using King's Salt, your actions do not consume mana or stamina and do not use up normal quality ammunition. That one for sure. What's back here? I don't want to go over there to see if we can get over there. Sorry, just a slight detour. What's new, dude? Yeah. This guy's a clown. Kind of looks like Skyrim. Yeah, it kind of does. I think I broke him. I don't do a whole lot of damage to him, but... Jesus. No, this is not by Bethesda. No. I actually don't know who makes it, but I know it's not Bethesda. Can we not use this? Weird. Oblivion is a very good game. Yeah, it is. Okay, I might have messed up here. Just kidding. I knew what I was doing. Oh, there's stairs down. Well, that's certainly not a way we can get across, right? Although it looks like it should be. It looks like if we go this, we go here. Oh, baby, are we finding it? Don't mind if I do. We're not finding it, but we're finding something. A clean, well-lighted place. Yikes. That doesn't sound good. What is this? Who are you?
Another human walking. Your blood reeks of fear and mortality. What brought you here? The lies of religion? The weakness of despair? You're looking for the sanctum, like all the rest, as if it could save you from what waits beyond. I am...
Cobalt, Knight of the Endless Abyss. I got you, buddy.
nothing but a brief stop before annihilation. Your soul is... If you want to break free from your pathetic existence, your life is meaningless. Merely...
I assume this guy wants to fight.
Indeed. The void can... Then my vigil in this frozen realm...
All right. Yay. Good night. Where's Far Cry? Tomorrow, dude. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Ooh. Need Far Cry Weekend? No, that'd be too much Far Cry. Gotta, you know, drip feed the Far Cry content to make it last. Because I don't know what I'm going to do after Far Cry. Okay, well, I mean, that was kind of cool, but, like, not what I was looking for. If I'm being honest. I was looking for a way up. Not a duel with a knight in a cave. So, I mean, I guess, like, it's kind of cool, but, like, this is not what I wanted. I want a way across that gap. Unfortunate. The graphics look terrible? I disagree. I mean, you're also making a pretty bold assumption that these are the default graphics and not the ones that I've chosen to run with my machine. You know what I mean? There's got to be a way across this gap here. It's all good. I typically run lower end graphics because you know, streaming and playing video games, and I don't have a great system for that. It gets the job done, but it could be better, you know? I would also say that it's not really a AAA game, and maybe they're not going for the greatest of graphics. I don't know. I don't know. I like them well enough. We need to figure out where I really want to get across this gap. Alright, I'm going to try one thing, and then we'll see if it works. Also, I'm not like a graphical genius, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, maybe I could run better graphics. But these get the job done for me, at least. It looks pretty enough. Alright, hit a quick save. Big Tubs, thank you for the follow. We're going for that. And we're here. Okay, I don't know what we do here, though. Oh! What are we doing? I don't know. I don't think we can go anywhere. Can't be watching this because I don't want spoilers. I understand. Get out of here. Get out, dude. I'm almost at the end, too. Oblivion looking different? Facts. So, that's part of the game. There's a mechanic in the game called the Weirdness, where at night, crazy creatures spawn outside the Weirdness. And that circle of glowingness is like the edge of where they can spawn. If you go to like a major town or city, you'll see like a big old pillar of glowiness. Yeah, see, it's gone. 'Tis a nighttime mechanic. I really am upset at the fact that the button that's here doesn't work and get me across that gap because I want to go see what the hell's over there. I guess we gotta go here. I don't really know if we're going to Connacht or... Sword Coast. Paradox told me the last meeting place. Hold on. Would be the Charred Conclave? Where the hell is that? What's the build? Dual sword crit build. Played the demo and loved it last month. Any decent updates since? A ton. Ton of updates. Matthew, think of the follow. They've fixed a lot of the like end game quest bugs or even Act 2 quest bugs that were happening. Supposedly. Okay, this says go to the Charred Conclave. I don't know where that is. But the quest marker is pointing me to here. Is the Charred Conclave in the Horns of the South? I'm gonna have to Google this. Okay, so this tells me it's in Connacht. The other place says it's in Connacht. So it's got to be in Connacht, right? Hey, you as well. Is it? No, it's tomorrow. Whew. Far Cry Friday on the 4th of July? Oh my god. All right, now we're going. Oh dear. It's too easy of a joke. This being called the Charred Conclave makes a lot of sense. Is that how you're supposed to get down here? Do. There's something cool over here? No. Just meteorites. Oh, okay. I see you. You need all three.
I hope you're ready, because this is it. The beginning of the end.
That's a good question, Zach. Let me check after I'm done talking to this guy. I don't actually know what that one is.
Ready to finish your journey, of course. You've come... This is the Charred Conclave, a graveyard for druids, burned alive as scapegoats for the Red Death. It's a reminder of what happens when people fear what they don't understand. Just remember, once you step through, but if you've come this far, I suppose, go on.
Critical Aegis. Every time you land a critical hit, you gain 30% damage reduction against the next hit you suffer. So this skill tree... I guess I've hit a critical hit and have not gotten hit since, so it just kind of sits there.
Go on.
I've never had it sit there for this long, so I didn't know what it was. Hadn't bothered to check.
At last we meet. I've heard much about you. Your choices, your determination. Caradoc isn't easily impressed, but he was impressed with you. Few dare to seek the truth buried in Avalon shadows. Fewer still make it this far. I was the first. Caradoc followed when my brethren burned and the tear opened. And now, here you are. A truly rare and joyful occasion. Oh, forgive my lack of manners. I am Orin, the last apprentice of Merlin, and the last archdruid of Avalon.
Oh shit.
I've carried the weight of this land's secrets longer than I care to admit. But names mean little. What matters is the task before us. Oh, precisely the opposite of what Caradoc wants. I want you to help me resurrect King Arthur. Properly this time. Ridiculous, I know. But yes, that's what it boils down to. At some point, we stopped seeing eye to eye and chose different paths. Ultimately, though, both our paths led to you. Yes, please.
Start making sense, dude.
By the end of his life, Arthur became obsessed with his legacy. He left mementos, artifacts that embodied the virtues he wanted Avalon to preserve. Excalibur, a symbol of loyalty and sacrifice. The crown of Pendragon, a beacon of courage and resilience. The shield of Palamedes, wisdom and independence. But Merlin and the others didn't believe that would be enough. The memory of war and the fragility of peace was still too fresh. So they acted. When the king died, his soul wasn't allowed to move on. It was shattered, bound to those artifacts. A clever solution, but ultimately flawed.
Ooh.
They feared losing what Arthur represented more than losing Arthur himself. They thought the king's essence would endure if bound to his relics. You can't pick and choose with a soul, but that's exactly what Merlin did. He focused on 3 parts of Arthur: his strength, wisdom, and courage. He left out 2 pieces. One, tainted by the Four Dwellers' magic, was deemed too dangerous. The other was his humanity, the most fragile part. Merlin thought compassion and doubt were weaknesses, unfit for a king. Without them, Arthur became hollow. A king with power, but no heart. That way, Avalon's greatest failure was born.
They do talk a lot.
I tried. And I found his humanity. It's here, bound, kept safe. But the Four Dwellers' aspects was left to drift, untethered between worlds. Finding it needed more than magic. It needed someone like you. The horrors you endured on that island gave you something no one else has. You can move through the weirdness, touch it, and return whole.
Yeah.
That's why you found the king's soul, bound it to yourself, and came back. No, the Asylum treated you as a subject. I see you as a savior. Your suffering gave us a chance. And for that,
Zach, thank you for the follow.
I'm both grateful and deeply sorry. I can see you're still doubting me. I want to bring back our king, whole and complete. I want him to lead again and safeguard Avalon's future. It won't. This time, Arthur will be whole. A king must be more than power. He must be human. That balance is what will save Avalon. Because I've seen what happens without him. Weirdness preys on the weak, and the people are too divided to stand against it alone. Arthur is their only hope. Ever they're left without him, without guidance, chaos takes hold. Division festers. You've seen it during your journeys. If things continue this way, Avalon will tear itself apart long before weirdness finishes the job. They will follow him. That's what people do. When weirdness comes to their doorstep, they'll beg for a savior. And Arthur will answer the call. Help me bring the king back, whole and complete. That's all I ask of you.
All right.
Now you need to go for... I made my case. Please, this is the only way for Avalon to survive.
I agree. Arthur's got to come back. Huh. Whoa, creepy. Who's this clown? Caradoc?
I was there when it all began. When Arthur first set foot on Avalon. I was a knight in his army.
How are you still alive,
I
though?
believed in him, in his dream, in his kingdom. And for a while, it was glorious. Every battle felt like a a step closer to peace. Every sacrifice justified by the dream we shared. But then came the cost. The war crimes, the impossible decisions, the massacres, slaughters, and irrational cruelty. We turned from knights into butchers. Because of dreams
What is that
were
name?
us. At first I told
Scroat
myself it was
cheddar?
necessary, that it was the price of building something great. But the longer it
Oh
went
my
on,
god.
the harder it
That's
was to
amazing.
believe. That's when I realized Arthur wasn't a god, a savior, or a king. He was just another man, no different from the rest of us, and no man should have the power to demand such sacrifices.
And you want to kill him once and for all? I've heard
Do you
that before.
understand why I want it so much?
Some personal vendetta.
After 600 years, I've moved past pettiness.
I believe you
You
haven't.
need to understand that people thought, and still think, that he was more than human. But he wasn't. He made mistakes, just like any man. And the cost of those mistakes was always paid for by others.
Okay.
I've seen what happens when people cling to kings and myths. They wait, they follow. They waste their lives on promises that never meant anything. But that's not my problem. I'm not here to fix Avalon or to free anyone. What comes after doesn't matter. Let it all burn. Let it rot. Let it rebuild.
Even if you destroy Arthur, the Round Table can just crown someone new and replace him. You think the people could stand on their own against the weirdness, the monsters? You want people to face adversity without guidance and leadership? Isn't that just chaos waiting to happen? That
Call
one.
it chaos, call it freedom, I don't care. Let them rise, let them fall. Let them tear each other apart. I just want to watch it all come down. To see the last lie collapse.
Caradoc, you're about to catch these swords, buddy.
What comes after?
Oh, okay, I guess we're doing all of them.
That still holds weight. And when he's gone, the rest will rot with
I
him.
disagree.
A puppet king, another empty throne. None of it will last.
It will last.
Maybe they'll keep pretending for a while. Maybe they won't. Let them stand, let them fall. At least it won't be another king's failure. Another lie propping up a dying world. It'll just be...
Dude, this guy really needs to get his shit together and not be such a damn pessimist.
If this world can't stand without a dead king propping it up, maybe it deserves to fall. I've lived longer than any man should. Seen more than anyone should ever bear. And I've waited centuries for this moment. This chance to end it all. To end him. And we'll never know if that's true, because we've never tried. And who ever said that we were meant to survive the weirdness at all? We were fools to tamper with forces we didn't understand.
This guy's really getting on my nerves.
Infusing him with powers of the weirdness. We didn't just bend the natural laws, we shattered them. Such violations of nature's order cannot go unanswered. The bill comes due, sooner or later. Always. This cannot be allowed to continue. Listen, it's taken longer than I ever imagined, but now, here we are. You've done what no one else could, what even I couldn't do. You've brought Arthur's soul back together, almost complete, but not quite. And because of you, I can... So, you're close now. Just one more step. The last fragment of Arthur's soul is waiting for you. Complete what you came here for. And then... we'll meet... Go.
It's gonna be his enemies. The guy's pissing me off. Yeah, it's definitely got big Skyrim vibes, that's for sure.
You've come. The one who carries what's left of me. Please,
Anakin Rizwalker? What a name.
closer. Don't force me to think about coming back again. Just because I've had enough. Enough of being torn apart and stitched back together. Enough.
It is a very cool game. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Shaped and forced to be
This episode of Tainted Grail is going well. We heard you like taints with your grail, so we got you taints on your grail with taints on your grail.
Because of your choices. Or worse. In your
I believe it's 45
I've seen towns
USD.
families destroyed. All because someone thought it would serve the greater good. And they called it loyalty. They called it justice. I've been dragged through every dream.
Pandas.
Every lie they've built around me. And I'm tired. Tired of the weight, of the expectations.
It is on PlayStation. It's also on Xbox and PC.
I'm tired of failing.
Hell yeah.
I want
Tiny, thank you for the follow.
I want to stop being a tool in their endless
Combat's pretty fun. It's,
destroy the last piece of me and use
I
the
guess it's like
energy
Avowed.
however you wish. Take it yourself and become the new king. Give it to someone else. I
like a mix of Avowed and Skyrim or Oblivion.
don't let me come back again. Orin wants a king, not me. He doesn't see the broken man behind the myth. He sees a symbol, a weapon to wield against the weirdness. But symbols
I'm kind of at the end of the game, Jen, so there might not be a whole lot of like actual
the more
gameplay.
they're used, the more
We've been talking for the last 40 minutes, so 20 minutes, not 40.
That's all I've ever been to Orin and the Druids. Do you know what it's like to be a weapon? To be forged, sharpened, and thrown at every problem? He thinks ending me will free Avalon.
So the story is really in depth. It's really, there's a lot to it, and every single person that you talk to
Lose their way and turn on each other.
has like
People always seek something to follow, something to believe.
a meaningful conversation.
That away, and they'll tear each other apart trying to find it. Or worse, build something even crueler in its place.
Thoughts on the hand? On what hand?
Not as Arthur, not as the king.
I would say it is quicker paced than Skyrim.
Simple
Maybe. I guess it depends on how you play.
being. Isn't that what you've been doing all along? Carrying what's left of him?
Yeah, I have played Elden Ring a lot.
Humanity I was meant to represent. Doesn't that prove Arthur doesn't need me anymore? I don't care. Do you know how freeing that is?
It's
To
like
finally not
one of my
care
favorite
what happens
games
next?
of all time, probably.
Whether Orin gets his king, Caradoc gets his
Non-spoiler
ruin,
thoughts on the
to
game.
not feel the burden of all my
It's
failures,
really, really good.
to not see my memory
I enjoyed
tarnished,
playing it a lot.
my plans, goals, and ambitions dragged through the mud, to not see
The world is very full.
my name
There's a lot
courses.
going on.
No more deaths in my shadow. No more kingdoms built on my bones.
Every single person that you talk to, it has something going on. And it's not just like, oh, I need some leather to build my shirt. Go get me some leather. No, like every single person's like, yo, I lost my family ring in the catacombs of this graveyard that's out there. And, you know, I'll give you what you need, but I need what, you know.
Another way. There's always
It is like,
another way, isn't there? Another cycle, another.
if I had to compare this game to Candy Crush Saga, I would say it is a shot-for-shot remake of Candy Crush Saga.
For me, not anymore. I've had enough. I don't want another chance. I want this to be over. Do what you think is right. That's all I can tell you. Because whatever you decide, it will finally be your choice,
Anakin Rizwalker, thank you for the follow.
not theirs. And that
It is pretty awesome. The combat's,
only thing I've ever wanted. You hold the choice.
the combat's maybe like an 8 out of 10.
Who you side with.
Jen Holt, thank you for the follow.
Caradoc or no one at all. You have all of my soul. Use it. Take it for yourself.
I almost killed this guy earlier in a dungeon.
I don't even want to know.
Gotta work for a bit? Gross, but have fun, dude.
Will with it. Just let me go. Let me finally rest.
I would say it's better than Oblivion Combat, but I was never one for Oblivion Combat, which I heard was pretty good. So I don't know. But I also didn't really get into spellcrafting with Oblivion, so I don't know. I don't know.
Help me bring the king back, whole and complete. Now you need to go further. I made my case. This is the only way for Avalon to survive.
Go on.
Let me go.
You carried a dying king across the bones of a dying world. Now you stand before what started it all. An idea. I am the reason there must be an ending. I do not guide. I do not judge. I exist so that something can be chosen. I do not offer meaning.
This has spells and combat, so. And sneaking.
All things to their conclusion. Now, decide what must remain. Choose, and let the shape of the world.
Also, decisions actually affect like everything. If you're in a conversation with somebody and you pick the wrong option, sometimes you'll get a quest, sometimes you won't. I was in a quest recently where I had to pick between killing this ancient deity or not killing this ancient deity. And by picking the wrong one, I then lost the support of somebody that I was trying to gain the support for. So it actually, like, you do, choices matter.
You will vanish into the story you will break the frame, and what follows. You will be seen. You will shape the world. Then the idea shall endure, unquestioned, repeated, secured by return.
I begged you not to do this. I begged you.
Sorry, dude.
No, I won't let this happen. Not again.
Through your sacrifice, the king returned, entire, unbroken, and ready to reclaim his throne. You held faith that Avalon's fate
I think
would
that's
still
credits,
turn,
baby.
that one last rising could bring balance to the broken land. Now he rules again, and the world bends to the weight of your choice, for salvation or for ruin. You gave everything to restore the king, and your journey ended with his return. Closing your eyes upon the sight of Arthur's triumph, you felt no regret, only the certainty that your final choice had been the right one. With One Eye and Captain Brandon working side by side, the South found a peace it hadn't known in years. The roads stayed open, the fields were guarded, and the people finally felt safe. No longer bound to Camelot or the Knights of the Round Table, it became a land ruled by its own people on its own terms. The men here stayed in Kuanak, but Yvain failed to rally the minds and hearts needed for his Grail quest. With no clear leaders and rising tension, both Kuanak and Camelot grew fragile, drifting toward division, with no one left to hold the line. You awakened the giants, and with them at their side, the Dal Rita conquered Camelot. As the capital fell, the customs of the tribes spread across Avalon. Not everyone welcomed them.
Thanks,
The
cowheads.
change had already taken root. Feargas was named the new Galahad the Loyal. With One Eye and Brendan backed by the Dal Rita, the Forlorn Swords, he saw that the South's alliance was strong enough to stand on its own. He urged Camelot to leave.
I give it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Turned his attention to securing the rest of Avalon. The captain led the South to independence, breaking all ties with Camelot. Under his rule, the Horns of the South flourished. Merchants, pilgrims, and adventurers.
I enjoyed it a lot, and that's really all that matters.
And prosperity once again reached the far corners of the land. One Eye ruled the South, with the Horns of the South at his side. Over time, the Dal Rita of the Fallen Swords rallied to his banner, forging a unified force. With the South secured, he stood in a strong position to launch future conquests across Avalon. Nianta left Kuanak with Yvain, and her fate remained unknown. Yet among the people she once served, tales of her devotion and courage endured, and her name was remembered with respect. Maggott chose to remain in Kuanak, and the people stayed with him. Over time, they grew to trust him and often sought his wisdom. In time, he took on an apprentice, planting the first seeds of a new druidic tradition. Urfir stayed with the people of Kuanak, choosing to share their uncertain future. As trust in Anselm faded, the community became divided, with many calling for Urfir to take Yvain's place. Ailey turned to the merchants for support, and for a time the hospital prospered. But when they began charging patients for care, she walked away and opened her own small practice, refusing to serve profit over healing. With Helmi as the new matron, the Volca returned to their former glory with renewed ferocity, their berserkers filled with an aggression that stirred quiet fear among the other tribes. Among the united tribes of the Dal Rita, the Volca were treated with equal parts awe and mistrust, seeming to teeter closer and closer.
That tent lady stayed unsatisfied. Yeah.
Ingui turned away from the eternal sleep, choosing life over dreams. In time, she began to rebuild the Thoid among the living, planting the first seeds of a new future for her scattered people. Under Stronar's leadership, the Ulfra found new strength. He rebuilt the tribe and reunited them with the rest of the Dal Rita, restoring their place among the tribes of the Forlorn Swords. Following Galerna's path, the Sven clung to the old ways, their faith sustained by the Stagfather's living presence.
That's the one I messed up
in the
on.
realm of the hunt. They turned inward, shunning outsiders, and deepened their devotion to the blood-stained rites of their ancestors. You accepted the mycelium's offer and let the spores consume Sagramor's body. Now the kingdom lies under fungal control, its people connected,
Good morning,
obedient,
Shoddy Poo.
and slowly fading into the roots that feed the spores. After returning to Camelot, Killian lived quietly for a time. When he vanished, few asked questions. Unsettling rumors had always followed him, and most preferred not to remember.